Hello everyone, so it's time for week 3. Sorry, we caught me in the middle of the inducement phase there, just about ready to go on this one. We're playing against M.A.D Commando, the Nurgle team, down precisely 200k in TV, so we're taking a look at things. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a wizard and a babe here. A very quick look at his team. It says that we've got 2 Claw Mighty Blow Nurgle warriors here who are a problem. This Claw Pestigore could also cause us issues, but hopefully with a wizard in pocket we can make stuff happen here. Yes, this is week 3. Of course, we have won our first 2 games with a win over the High Elves last week and a win over Slice and Dice in week 1. Other than that, we have we've not conceded a touchdown. It's all been going pretty well, but this is sort of a real test right now. This Nurgle team is in what I think is its 3rd season. And Nurgle teams in the 3rd season tend to be quite good. Glordion has 1 win and 1 defeat. Up to this point, he's got 13 players in the squad. And he's pretty much at full strength, of course. We lost to Tomb Guardian last time out. And if we lose any more here, we're unlikely to be able to replace them before the game against Chubstep in week 4. See if I can type properly here. So in terms of winning or losing the toss, don't really mind again if I have to defend first here, and it looks like I will get to attack first, despite losing the toss. Yeah, this one kicked off about half an hour later than originally planned. Glordion had to put the kids to bed, and they were up a bit late, but of course these things happen. Nothing to worry about there. So we have a security gate here, which means riots and pitch invasions are cancelled. So we had 3 levels coming into this game, did Glordion. 2 of them were on these Nurgle warriors who have both picked up Claw. The 3rd was on the Pestigore on the bench who has Wrestle, I do believe. So where we do just about win out is on guard. We've got 2 guard pieces to 1. Of course, we have a bunch of strength 5, 4 strength 5 as opposed to 4 strength 4 and a strength 5. But we've also got a strength 4 player of our own as well. So it's really, I couldn't really call who the favourite is. I think a draw is a fairly likely result. I think it's one of those games where I'd probably not be too disheartened with a draw right now. But of course, come the end of the game, that might be a different story. If we can score this half without having to burn the wizard, then we might not be in too bad a spot to play out for a 1-0. But we will certainly see, won't we? So we'll make sure we've got all those Tomb Guardians on the field, and we also want all of these throw rows on the field as well, because that would just be mental to not do that. So put these 2 spare skeletons over on the sideline. We're actually going to resave over that setup. It seems to keep putting the old Tomb Guardians on the bench. We've got a second dirty player now, which is certainly useful. And we also might as well here. He's spread out fairly wide, which means I can only really take 1 lot of 3 dice unless I'm willing to commit strongly to the line. To be honest, I'm probably, with him being so deep, probably willing to do that, because it's still a GFI to hit him. And I'm very likely willing to do that as well, just to give myself some 3 dice across the ball. Not really at risk of a blitz going horribly wrong for us here, so if we can get 3 lots of 3 dice on the front line here against these rotters, then we will be fairly happy with that. And there's at least 2 Mighty Blow hits. We won't be able to blitz deep here, so we're just assuming at some point we're not going to knock one of these over, and then it'll be Tarled Swift's job to sweep that out. Here comes the kick. Kick's going over the far side, and we get a quick snap. That might go for a touchback, actually, which could certainly be useful. Of course, there is the risk of that going over towards the sideline as well, which could make things very, very awkward here. So we will see how this goes. Opportunity to just push the Tomb Guardians forward a square for free. What we really don't want is either of these two. That's just about okay, isn't it? So, we do have a tackle Pestigon over here, which means, do I want it in the hands of the Dodger or the block thrower? I'm not overly sure, actually. I think we'll go with the dodge, just so we can potentially use this thrower to make blocks if necessary. We are going to take a 2 dice here with block first, and we're going to double skull it. So that's not great news. We very nearly quad skulled it. I'm also not going to pile on that either. Right, so now we have some decisions to make, do we not? Because if we mess up either of these 3 dice, then things are going to get pretty nasty in here. Being said, we sort of still have to do it. It's okay. These Tomb Guardians very rarely break stuff, it seems. To be honest, I'm probably not willing to foul Rotters, all things considered. That's a knockdown. And an injury as well. So we've got one of the Rotters already. Just badly hurts both times. But 2 more SBP for set 7, who is certainly by far and away our best Tomb Guardian here. And of course, we really are at significant blitz risk here, aren't we? So we might actually need to push some of these skeletons over towards the front, just to protect the Guardians a little bit. And we'll sacrifice a dirty play to protect Round Bone Man as well. Tyler Swift is just going to chill around here for now. And then we'll try this pickup. Of course, we get a free reroll with this anyway, thanks to Sure Hands. And it is promptly good. So we've already burned a reroll, which is bad. But we have, at the very least, kept a hold of the ball and not had it scatter horribly towards the sideline, which could have made things very awkward here. So for now, that will have to do. We did at least remove 1 Rotter. So we are up by 1 on the field. I think a 2 dice with block there was better odds. Yeah, so that was a 1 in 36 failure, whereas the 3 dice without block, it was a 1 in 27 failure. So blocking first was the right thing to do there with the Blitzer. Just as it happens, we rolled a double skull. So, you know, sometimes that's how it goes. Which is on the back foot a little bit for the drive. So we're just going to come straight in and claw mighty blow a skeleton. And we're going to only get a push. So that's great news for me. We're not going to be losing any players this turn. And it means I'll get a second hit back before having another go. And we might be able to have a go with one of the killers. He's going to potentially take GFIs. Just to get him out of range. He is. Going to want to protect him a bit. Beast of Nurgle is going to come in just to make life awkward for that skeleton. I wouldn't expect him to base these Tomb Guardians too much, which should allow me to get one back across the field. All going to plan. So this being Khemri, the drive is very much stuck to this side of the field. We aren't going to be doing any sort of switcheroo play. So I pretty much suggested he's out of the game for a little while, which is okay. Not too disheartened with that. Pestigor is just chilling in the backfield for now. So we've got a couple of options for the blitz. I think I'm likely enough to go for the Beast of Nurgle, actually. So how can we do that? I think the best way to get our hands on the Beast is to 3-dice this Rotter. All going well. Even if we roll a push, we can still use Tala Swift here. And we can potentially actually chain push the Blitzerat onto the ball, onto the Beast, sorry. Bring across another Tomb Guardian here. And that would allow us a natural 2-dice and still give us a blitz with the Tomb Guardian elsewhere. So we could maybe blitz with this one to get him off this Rotter and bring him back into play with the guard. I like that as a play, actually. So that is good enough, although it doesn't allow the chain push play at the end of it, which is sort of a shame. But not the end of the world. We kind of got to push him there. We get an armor break, which is good. So we can now bring that Tomb Guardian across here. And it means we have an option to blitz this player with Ra and Bone Man. Of course, he's not stand firm, so pushes are okay here. Other question to consider is the ball safe? Well, it's not really too much risk right now. Likely enough, just going to shift that Tomb Guardian over there. Move the ball into there. And that'll pretty much do the job for now, to be fair. So we'll have a go at the Beast. Hopefully we won't roll foul appearance, and we don't. Do get a knockdown. And we do get a break. We get a knockout, actually, so that's great news. Not going to bother, because we did use Pile and Arn to get... Mighty Blow, sorry, to get through that. So Father Enola is gone. And that is happy days, because that's his one guard piece out of here now. Just thought chill back there a bit. What else do we need to consider? Well, where else can he get a hit? He can get best of 1 dice here. He's likely to go for a skeleton again, all things considered. We'll take this block first. And we'll roll a push on that. Do we want to follow that up? Probably not, actually. There's the risk of the Rotter coming around the back here, but that's what this Blitzerat's for, to protect against that threat. So far, so good here. We aren't giving away any free hits on this next turn. So he's only going to have 1 chance to hit something, and we're up by 2 players. So, happy days to now. So what's he likely to do? He may just give up on all this stuff, and to be honest, I think he'll probably base up here, base up there, and then just Claw Mighty Blow this Tomb Guardian with guard. I'm now up by 2 guard to none, with the Beast of Nurgle being out of action. So, yeah, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Interestingly, we've got jump up on this claw piece, so he needs to get the Mighty Blow as quickly as he can. Here comes that hit. We expect to take a pow, and we do. And now we just cross our fingers and hope. Just a stun. So that is okay. Lose that player for a turn, but it's not the end of the world. Because he was kind of out of the action anyway. It still means we can focus our strength here. So next target might actually be this Pestigor. Unless he flees. I don't think he will, because there's no block on that Pestigor. So I don't really need to move the ball right now. It's just about picking off These are armor 8 players as opposed to armor 9, and no block either, so there's every chance to pick him off with a well-placed hit. Also, is actually an opportunity to go fairly aggressive against the Claw Mighty Blow Beast of Nurgle here. We'll see what he chooses to do. With these two Nurgle Warriors being so far out of play, we can maybe push our guard up into here. And push this other Tomb Guardian round the side there. And really get those Nurgle Warriors tied down. But as it is, we don't need to do anything daft just yet. In fact, we don't even need to move that skeleton, do we? Because we have a natural 2 dice block with Ron Bone Man, who's getting blitzing duties so far. Finds a pow. We will follow, just in case we get the opportunity to pile on. Nothing doing. How aggressive do we want to go? How likely is he to foul that? Not likely at all with the players he's got. So you know what? We'll go around it. Not rewarded this time. Well, there's still potentially a decent chance to foul that. So we may take that opportunity, because getting rid of that tackle piece and the diving tackle too would be quite nice. So my cage is actually going to sit right in here. We're going to put one Tomb Guardian there. In fact, no. We're going to put a Tomb Guardian here. And then we're going to put the... How we're going to do this? We're going to bring that dirty player right up here. We're going to bring you in there. I think we can actually afford to put you there, perhaps? Trying to avoid a 2 dice scenario here. Well, he hasn't got any guards, so actually we can put that Tomb Guardian back here. We shift the ball into the centre of the cage. And bring you into there. We'll put you there. And then we're also going to put that skeleton here. Doesn't provide an assist. We've got a 2 assist foul. Can we do that? I'm just trying to work out there's a chain push you could make here to pop the ball out. But I don't think there is. So we can take a 7+ foul here with the dirty player. And hopefully we can get rid of this Pestigore. He is niggled as well, which makes this a decent idea. Unless that was a spoiler. Oh, it was. Well, it's going to be a send-off. There's no regen on that. Oh dear. Well, I mean, that gets rid of a threat, doesn't it? So that's a Pestigore gone. Beast of Nurgle's out as well. So we're getting removals. We can't argue with the removal rate so far. 1 per turn. So that's a Pestigore with a double that's dead, so that'll wipe a little bit of team value off the team, about 130k. If my maths is right. He doesn't really have great options. He can hit this Tomb Guardian with Claw Mighty Blow for a 2 dice if he's also willing to base up this Throw-Ra in the backfield here. You can place a player here, player there. If you base this Throw-Ra, then you can come in with Claw Mighty Blow to try and take down Billy Ray Osiris. so far permanently removed one of his very good players and temporarily at least removed another one. At the cost of a skeleton send-off, but that's kind of the dirty player's job. If I can take a player like that with me, then there's no complaints. So, the plan now is to chain push this Blitzra out, possibly, for a foul. I think that's the plan. Solid play. So we can get a 2-assist foul if he's willing to blitz, if he's willing to base this Tomb Guardian. That does leave his Claw Mighty Blow player based up. So this is going to turn into a fight right now. It's currently only 1 assist. He has to base up that Tomb Guardian unless he's going to come all the way. Well, he can't make it all the way around the back, can he? So it's 1 assist. He'd need an 8+ on that. Can't really see past his skills, but yeah, it's -1. We're going to take the -1 anyway. So again, we'll just cross our fingers. It's good. It's a send-off and a stun, so even better news, it's another one gone. So it's 2 Rotters permanently removed and a Pestigor. So he now won't be at full strength for his own drive, which is happy days as far as I'm concerned. What are we looking like now? We've got a hit here. We can't make it a 3 dice. But we can potentially get both of his Claw Mighty Blow players on the floor this turn. I'd also like to take a GFI with his Tomb Guardian to base up this guy, if at all possible. But I think a great idea now is to get this player right in here. Five, 6, 7, 8. We can't quite make that a 3 dice. We could potentially hit this wrestler. Not sure what that does for us, to be honest. Do we want to hit the wrestler, or do we actually just want to take the safer block against this guy, and we can follow it up with another one if we need to? I think I'm going to do that instead. The Mighty Blow Paladin hit against him. Nice pow. Now we are not going to follow it up. Another KO. Wow. Rampant removal so far. So we don't get a foul in. Stand you up. And we can try. I'll not re-roll this if it goes wrong. Somewhat inevitable. No, I'm not going to re-roll that. There was an option to make a 2 dice here, but it would potentially risk leaving the cage open. So he can get a 1 dice against this Tomb Guardian, but we've managed to get rid of one of the Claw Mighty Blow Nurgle warriors. And in fact, we've managed to get rid of 5 players in 4 turns, which is really incredibly good. So with him down 5 and me down 1, that means I'm up by 4. Simple maths there. And that double push is just brilliant again. Everything coming up roses so far. I mean, currently, statistically, assuming we did score, it's about, what, a 75% chance to get both of them back. So you would expect that to happen. Kind of expecting him to actually blitz this skeleton here with the claw. Not that the claw does anything. Might just take a hit here, actually. Takes a 1 dice, gets the both down. So that allows him to come round and claw this Tomb Guardian. That is a pow. Am I going to stand firm? No, because he might foul it. Unlikely. But if you pushed it there, it's 1 assist less. I hope that's going to regen. That was concerning. Because that is my best Tomb Guardian by some stretch. Claw got through, and then it was all 6s and 5s from there. Thankfully, 1 more 6 when we needed it on the regen. Oh, we got pretty aggressive against Tala Swift there. Likely enough to just try and blitz through this guy on this turn. So we're going to do that. We're also going to do that. Now, this time, we're going to take our GFI, but we are going to re-roll it if it goes wrong. But he's not going to get it wrong this time, is he? No. Good 6. Foul appearance is a little bit of a pain, all things considered. Can't really re-roll that. Because I now need my re-rolls elsewhere. So we got to rearrange the cage. Because this is a problem. So where can he get him? Well, he can take a 2 dice here. That would cancel that assist. That would give him a 1 dice here. If he can take both of... Well, he can't take that player down. I think we can afford to just chill here for now. We're going to put you on this side. We're going to put you here. Then we're going to take a 1 dice against this guy. We're going to power that. And again, we're not going to follow this. No need for the KO. So the reason we did that is in case this failed, we still had something of a screen here with this Tomb Guardian. It's still quite difficult for him to get in right now. So actually doing that does expose my best player here somewhat. But it's a risk we have to take right now. And if he's blitzing here, it means he's not blitzing the ball. Push. Oh, he re-rolls it. Okay, so he might have spotted a way in here. Just a stone on the dirty player. It's a 1 dice with the re-roll gone. 2 a pill, 2 a pill. Three plus dodge to come and hit this guy with Claw Mighty Blow. Or he could just come along with this one. You can just claw him, to be fair, as well, if that's the game he wants to play. Yeah, it seems like the safer bet to me. Gets his knockdown. Hopefully this Pestigore calms down after the last one. He does, thankfully. So that gives him a 1 dice there, which he promptly gets a good result on too. The blitz is gone. Now there's a mark on the ball. You are surely knocked out to foul with him. I'd put him there, actually. I think putting him there gives me a real problem. And sure enough, he does. So, that, as previously stated, gives me a real problem. So how can we fix it? We're going to put a Tomb Guardian there. Gives us a 2 dice with a skeleton. We're going to pow him. We're going to hopefully have seen the last of him in terms of him being marked down for the drive. Right. You're going to stand up. And then you're going to come through and blitz him for the 2 dice. If you foul appearances, we kind of got to re-roll this. Good results. I'm not going to pile on. We are going to GFI. We've got to re-roll that. Oh, come on. Oh, that's a horrible, horrible dice roll. So the reason we did that is because we needed to screen off here, but that's disastrous. Ah, it's a really bad 1 in 36. I wanted to just get a little bit more of a screen here, so we could push these two through this way. Maybe we didn't need that, I don't know. But I think we're going to get punished for it. Pretty hard. That is a really, really... There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players here. Still can't get through. I mean, he'll knock the ball down. He's going to theoretically have very little in the way of recovery of the thing. How's he going to... Well, actually, how is he going to do this? He still doesn't have an easy route in. He's got a 1 dice with the wrestler if he marks up this Tomb Guardian and comes around that way. There's many just trying to save movement. It probably didn't need to do that, actually. Could have got over here and then screened off this way and probably been very secure. As it happens, we might take some punishment for this now. Hopefully the numbers advantage will bail us out. We'll see what we can do. A critical failure from Glordion might still save us. And it's again the lack of guard that's caused them a problem here, because there's no way of making this a 2 dice. He might try it anyway. %70 chance to stay on his feet, give or take. Or you just 2-die uphill with the wrestler. That's what you're going to go for. Took an unnecessary GFI here, and he fails said GFI. And then 1 dice thanks to Horns. Dodge is going to save the day. You can push him into all sorts of problems. Are you going to 2 dice uphill that? He is. It's now 4 of his 5 available players on the ball carrier. Otherwise known as not good news. So, how do we get you out of here? It's chain push time, isn't it? I'll push you to there. But can we then get a second block? Well, theoretically, if we roll a push on him, then we can take another block to push the wrestler away and push the Nurgle warrior away too. Is there a better way to do it? Well, if we do that, then we can maybe knock him over and push him away. And then we can possibly take... well, the problem is that now we can't get both of these off. We need to push him over here, don't we? We need to push him this way. So that clears, hopefully, 3 of the marks. I'm going to try this. Okay, so... in order to clear the last mark, I have to take that. Actually, yeah, no, we did have to do that. Follow up. So now the idea is to hit you into you and push you away. We're going to mark you there. And there's still going to be the issue of wanting to get more of a screen on this. That POW is super, super useful. The stun is even better. Right, so now we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put you there. I don't want to go near the sideline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can maybe put a bit of a screen here. Oh no, there's still a dodge in there, isn't there? Right, so now we've got to do this. That's fine. Okay, so now you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 there as well. Where did he get to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's a lot of dodges, isn't it? All things considered. Put you there. Then he's not coming this way. So his best play is a 4+. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a 4+, 4+, 2+, 2+. And I've still got score on threats if necessary. I think that was the best way to do that. Of course, he's going to struggle to remove that mark as well. It's all uphill dice because he's so down on numbers. Does have a reroll, but it's 4+. It's 25% without a reroll just to get through that. It's better if he can clear that mark. Or he can just go 4+, 2+, 2+ to mark the ball. which gives me the chance to move him away later on. I think that's worth doing because he's got a 70% chance or so to stay on his feet because he's got block. So I think that's a hit worth taking. If he's desperate to stop this. Of course, that theoretically has a greater risk of your player falling over and potentially getting hurt. But then if you get this one wrong, we have Mighty Blow. So 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, really, isn't it? He's probably short of one player to be able to chain push this guy into here, maybe. And then he could have blitzed his way through and marked up at the front. He uphills the Tomb Guardian and gets some pushes. Now that does allow the chain push. If he puts him there, which he doesn't, so that's not what he's got in mind. So now he's got a 1 dice to clear that mark, which he gets. No damage. So now he's got a 4+, 2+, 2+ for a 1. Well, it won't be a 2 dice on the ball with block. Well, 4+ is my territory normally. See if it works. Well, it's a pretty low odds play this, but it could happen. If he's doing that, he's almost certainly going to blitz, because if you just wanted to mark the ball, you would not take the dodge, right? Here we go. Nailed all this without even needing the reroll. Unbelievable. Look at those dice. Well, okay, we've got work to do now. We're going to need a GFI somewhere. You can't blitz to get a hold of the ball. How am I going to do this? He can't make it, so he's my blitzer. You want to push him away, and then it's a 4+ pickup with sure hands and a 2+. Isn't it? So, here we go. We're not going to get scored on. That is guaranteed. There is no way. It's a GFI either way, isn't it? From Otto, a new Bismarck here, who's a new Tomb Guardian. So that's the square we want to push him to. So we're just going to put you there. We're going to have to take this GFI. We know what we're like with Tomb Guardians and GFIs, don't we? No, that's a 6. Might be too soon for that 6, but we'll see. Push is good enough here. Knockdown is even better. And then we are quite simply hoping to make a 4+. We failed it. Damn. Well, it's not necessarily the end of the world because he only gets 1 go at these KO rolls now. So the only way this is a disaster is if he nails all 3 KO rolls, or if he gets everything but the rotter back. But that was a fairly lucky play to stop that. And that is a 1. So that's going to allow him to claw Mighty Blow a Tomb Guardian. And push only with the reroll gone. And we do still have a wizard in the next half as well, so There is every chance we can turn this over for a 1-0 in the second half. It's not the end of the world that we didn't score there. But these KO rolls are huge right now. He can dodge out the blitz if he wants to have another go at clawing one. There's a dodge. So half-time is 0-0. Like we said, it's all on these KO rolls. Our Tomb Guardian is coming back because of regen. How many of these three get up? None of them. Okay, we're in business. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 11. So, decision time. Do we go for the aggressive setup with the Tomb Guardians in the middle? I think we do. I think we go rookie, guard, rookie, skeleton, skeleton. And now I do want both throw rows on the pitch because we've got a great chance of turning this over for the win. We've lost one dirty player, haven't we? So you back here. You back here. We don't need to rush this. So what we don't want him to be able to do is make a big play, a big sideline screen, and two-turn this into getting his KOs back, because that's a disaster. I mean, we do have the wizard in pocket as well. We're not going to set up too aggressively here. He's not quick as Nurgle. So, yeah, he should go Metal's way, full 16 roster. It's hurting him here. He does get his Blodge Agi 4 Pestigol, but hopefully we're going to take him down with a well-placed Lightning Bolt. So remember, he's got no guard, and the fact that we've got guards here means he has to take a skeleton out with a blitz if he wants to hit a Tomb Guardian. He kind of has to go for the quick score, doesn't he? You've got to go all one side. Now, if only I had a kicker who could put this on the left side and deep. But he's got to just commit down one side and try a 2 or 3 turn score here, so we can get these players back, because he's only going to end up losing more and more numbers. He managed to defend very well with only 5 players, but had I have not won in 36, it was essentially done for, and then it was still a 4+2+2+ and double pow. Set the ball down. That's a deep kick, and a pitch invasion is cancelled, and the kick is right in the corner. We had the +1 fame, so the pitch invasion actually would have worked in my favour. So that really scuppers, if the crowd would shut up, that really scuppers the 2-turn attempt. He's going to hit him, and he's going to try and claw Tomb Guardian. Well, that's one gone. Regen does his job. This is Billy Ray Osiris, who's been struggling to get the old SPP. Thing is, if he manages to just remove like 2 players here, which he doesn't, re-rolls it. Wow, okay. Desperate times. If he removes him, which he doesn't, we get away with that. Because obviously the more I lose that advantage, the worse it gets. But now what we're going to be able to do is really add a lot of Tomb Guardian strength around these 3, and essentially leave him with only 3 or 4 players he can use. We're also in a position where we can maybe even risk fouling the Rotter quite cheekily. We've got 3 dice there. And then we can guard up against these fellas. Assuming we get a push or better here, we can also bring more guard in there. And really give these guys a hard time. You are just going to come across here for now. Right, so we're going to take this hit. We're going to promptly use a reroll. Because that was hopeless. From the new guy. So we're getting a lot of strength 5 guard in the action. Where's the blitz going? The blitz can go here, actually. That blitz is okay. That blitz is very, very okay. And what we're going to do is push into this one that has stand firm. Because that actually allows us a free pile on here. Nothing doing. What we want to do is stop this wrestle go from dodging out. So we're going to push up here as well. And then with the dirty player, I think I am going to foul that Rotter. Because numbers are important right now. Okay, well it's a stun, but it's no send-off. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players on their feet in the action here. He'll claw a Tomb Guardian. Not a Tomb Guardian, sorry. He'll claw a Thrower. But this is all uphill stuff. Obviously, he's got a 70% chance of not rolling a skull. He hasn't rolled a skull on a red dice yet, I don't think. I mean, this is getting a little rude, I'm going to be honest. It's getting a little rude. Cannot defend these dice rolls at the moment, folks. It's all going perfectly. He's barely got any players on the field, and I cannot stop this. That being said, we're going to have an option of bolting fairly shortly if his team's all stuck in the backfield. But I'm going to admit a little bit of frustration right now. Because he's rolled every single dice he's needed. Every single one. Right, I still don't like the bolt right now because... Okay, there's a skull. Burns another reroll. If we break armor and remove him, then happy days. We probably win the game. But if we don't, then we've kind of wasted the wizard and he's just going to stand up and get the ball next turn. So we're not going to bolt now. We are down one of our guard pieces though, and that is a shame. Okay, you're going to stand there. You're going forward to pressure the ball. You're also going forward. To pressure the ball. You're going to stand there. Where is the blitz going? Here. You're going there. You're just going to stand up. Then the plan is to hit you into you and leave you tied up against a skeleton. Okay. So his wrestler's free. He's got a free hit here. And that skeleton does exactly what I wanted that skeleton to do. That is perfect. That's eating up that Claw Mighty Blow player's action without any negative effect to us. I think he's going to blitz one dice him, you know. I mean, he can double GFI to put him in there. To make it a 2 dice. But that's that Nurgle Warrior tied up doing nothing right now. That's that. If that Nurgle Warrior goes back there, he's also tied up not doing very much. Is he going to blitz that skeleton, is he? Okay, knocks him over. He's okay, so we can stand him up and tie him. So where's he going? So this is going to be another uphill, isn't it? That's what's coming here. He's not safe from being blitzed. He is going to... He highlighted he was going to pass the thing there. Well, at least he didn't knock him over. It still isn't the time to bolt, I don't think. He's going to 2 dice again, isn't he? I can just see what's coming. Oh, he's going no way, I'm afraid, mate. That is you stuck. It is still not the time to bolt, but it is the time to go and base the ball. Just to force a dice roll there. You're going to stand up. You are going to come around there. Then it's going to be you. I suppose that's fine. Because we need to free up this guy to come and cover this way. And it's going to be you. Ah, it's not the time. Not the time. Quite remarkable, really. Well, we will blitz this rotter just because it's an armor 8 piece. We'll roll a pow there. And we'll fail to harm him at all. So how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're up by 2, but we're just it's not making this easy. Fair play to Glordion here. He's not making this easy. Skeleton's okay. So now what's he going to do? He's going to come and one dice the Blitz Raw, or he can one dice the Tomb Guardian. So far, so still incredibly good. It's a push. I think. Depends what he rolls here. If I one dice him. Come on, you've got to fail something soon. That's good news. I think we might be able to get a shot next turn. We just gotta, he's gotta make a dodge there, hasn't he? Just makes everything. Just will not fail. But we can still get our shot in with the tackler. We might not need the wizard here. The gap is going to come from moving this rotter to there and moving this Nurgle warrior around there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got to get that assist first in case we roll a push here, but we're not going to bolt this turn. We're going to stand you up. We're going to stand you up. And we are going to put you there. Right, so we've theoretically got 2 shots to move this Nurgle warrior. That was important. So also let me base him up. So this one here Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good. So there's our shot. I'm willing to commit a team reroll to that. Now do you pile on him? Yeah. Stun's okay. I don't think he scores without that player. Put a mark on the ball there. Now, do we chance that one in 9? Considering the team reroll's gone. No. Because a 1 in 9 would really set us back there. We might lose a Tomb Guardian as well. That's Claw Mighty Blow. We've still got the Wizard. We've still got 4 turns and throw Ras in decent positions to get this over the line as well. We've not actually managed to remove anything this half. I really thought we would have got at least 1 by this point. This leaves him in a tough spot. Is one what you might call nonsense player is stunned and can't help him out here. So it's got to be the regular guys who are going to do it from there. And I don't think he's got good dice wherever he looks. He could potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 2 GFIs to get around there. He could 1 dice the. Well, actually, if he stands that runner up, he can 2 dice the throw raw there to try and scatter the ball. That's just a stun thanks to Thick Skull, but it does mean he's back in the game next turn. I need a failure from him, don't I? Just need 1 more failure. And we can probably sweep this up. Yeah, that's an option too. He stands this guy up. He's getting 4+ into a 1 dice to try and scatter the ball that way. Just need 1 failure. Working out the odds. Neither's a particularly good odds play, but so far the good odds or the bad odds plays have worked out swimmingly. I'm hoping that they'll eventually stop. We've still only suffered the 1 KO, which is great news. Okay, there's the failure on the 3+ dodge. Last reroll done. And it's a 1 in 9. Yeah, so that is the critical failure I think we were looking for. And hopefully we can now sweep this up. So I want to foul that as well. So that's the first block. Gotta re-roll it with the team. That's unbelievable, really. We will Stay put, we got one. And it's going to level Tala Swift. It's going to regen the Pestigol. But you know why I'm staying here? Scattering the ball is not a terrible idea right now, actually. Scattering the ball is not terrible. We can make this a 3 dice. Triple push. So this gives us good odds of it landing in the hands of one of my players. Or it could do that. You know, whatever floats your boat. I really want to make a block here. Oh, if I wanted 9 it, this guy's such a problem. We still have the wizard, though. Okay, that's considerably not a 1 in 9. Okay, so that lets me put you there. That gives us a 3 dice, is what we're looking for here. Well, that's quite incredible. Quite incredible. At least we've cleared the mark on the ball. But we ain't getting that foul in unless I make a 4+ dodge. All my rerolls are gone too. Can we succeed with this action? Yes, we can. Good skeleton. Very, very good skeleton. Ah, he's gone. He's gone. Right, that could be that. It's a send-off, but both send-offs have been absolutely worth it. We got rid of 2 really good players. It's not over. But we're getting there. He's only got 4 players. Well, he's got 5 players left on the field. This one's stunned. He doesn't really have a good shot on the ball here. His rerolls are gone too. If I can keep moving the ball without rolling dice. Which we can't. Not like this. Not now. It's alright. This team are just being such a pain. I just cannot quite comprehend how much of a pain this team are. Down he goes. Right, so 4, 5. Well, that's a 2 dice, isn't it? So we're hoping we don't dub skull again. You're going to go in there just in case it all goes horribly wrong over here. We got to roll that. Yeah, we will. Nothing there. Okay, now we got to get rid of him, and if we foul appearance, we've at least got pro, and if we double skull, we've at least got pro. But Tala Swift never lets you down, you know. Never lets you down. So I've still got the wizard to bolt anything that comes remotely near me here. I'm gonna go there. Because the wrestler's now the one key threat, isn't he? So put you there, and he has to go the long way. And that's a block we can just take. Or not. Almost home. This would be a really, really good win. And depending on what happens on this next turn, we might be able to safely stall it out with turn 16 and just end it 1-0. We're going to try and claw Tomb Guardian. I've just bought this one. Oh no. He's alright. Otto Anu Bismarck. So we called this one Otto Anu Bismarck. Of course, it was Anubis in the last game who killed the other Tomb Guardian, Neferkara Delavine. So I figured, with Anubis being a Greek god and all, or not Greek, an Egyptian god, that we could name the new one after him. If this fails, we've won. That fails, into a stun, we've won the game. There's now going to be nothing in range of this guy. We'll put you there. We're not even going to risk a one-turn threat or taking any punches that we don't have to take. We're going to leave people on the floor so they don't get claw mighty blowed. We are going to actually sacrifice a skeleton to this guy if we can, so that he can't blitz anything else. That would be 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't quite make that 9, can we? So we can take a 2 dice. You might tempt me to go with Ra and Bone Man here, actually. Denied. Right. Important things, what I want to do is put a skeleton on him so he can't go blitzing something else, which is more important than the skeleton. And in fact, I might even wizard this one at the end of the turn. Won't get the chance. Why must I double skull so much? That skeleton's been a bit of a... Well, that skeleton's been great. There's another one who I think got knocked out in the end. That'll be O'Reilly. And I got sent off, who's also done a good job. But now I have to take a mighty blow blitz on my best player. And that is not what I want right now. So we can get 2 dice on both of these. That I'm actually kind of okay with. You can have another go. So which Nurgle warrior do we bolt? I might just bolt the Rotter, actually. So see what happens. Nothing. Wouldn't have broken the others. But I tell you what, folks. That's 3 wins out of 3. And that was the toughest one of the lot. And we came out of that Claw Mighty Blow game with no damage. Where does that MVP land? That was a 5. That's nice. That's back into Tomb Guardian money. And there goes on a rookie skeleton. So not the end of the world. That was a couple of rough. Well, there was certainly a rough loss for MAD Commando. Sorry, in that tackle dive and tackle pestigo. He was a nice player. We'll confirm that game. And we are back to the top of the league on touchdown difference. And we get to level our star man, don't we? And that's exciting as hell. So, here's the table first off. Back to the top. Gnatic got a free win against the bye week this week. Chubstep only got a draw in his match against Slice and Dice. So nice to see Slice and Dice get off the mark. We are playing Chubstep next week. And Chubstep took a battering in that game as well. Blodgeguard Flesh Golem is MNG'd, and Kermit the Frog here is niggled now. That's the killer white. So that is 2 massive players to be missing from that game. Neither of the Wolves have any Mighty Blow. So I think most people would have the Khemirates as heavy favourites for that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players. You get a fat load of inducements will Chubstep for that one. Probably in the region of 250k or so. So we'll expect to be facing a wizard. But what will we have in the locker on Taylor Swift? I tell you what. Movement 7 is very, very nice. Movement 7 is really good. We are having that. Yes, please. That's a very good Blitzerer. We've got 1 with plus strength and 1 with plus movement. Movement 7 player on a Khemri team. Look at that. Yeah, I think that's quite a nice addition to that player. 200k's worth of Blitzerer now. 1620 TV. But there we go, folks. Top of the league. Here's hoping it stays that way. Chubstep up next in week 4. We will catch you then.